This is a satellite image of the two Ruidoso wildfires that continue to burn at this hour.
Large billow of smoke hovering over the village as it burned Monday. Absolutely massive.
In the past 2 hours we've been here, we've seen numerous first responders pass through, especially firefighters. Around 11 last night, the village of Ruidoso had posted on their Facebook that mandatory evacuation orders for the village would remain in effect overnight.
Complete coverage now from our New Mexico mobile newsroom. State law enforcement allowing some Ruidoso residents back into the village at 8 o'clock this morning. Zediberto Perez joins us live from Ruidoso Downs with more details where that street has been blocked off behind you. Morning El Paso is bringing you complete team coverage of today's triple digits.
We are under that ABC 7 first alert. We've been hot. We've certainly seen some hot temperatures these past few days, but today we are cranking things up even further.
Now that heat is no joke. I spoke to Grace Ortiz, chair with the Extreme Weather Task Force, who told me last summer we saw 14 heat-related deaths.
2 people have now been rescued after a bridge in Baltimore, Maryland collapsed overnight. The collapse captured here, and you can see it unfolding. The ship approaching and then crashing directly into one of those support columns. Now, this is a live shot right now that you're looking at. An earlier report stated that they've searched for about 20 people who are currently missing in the Patapsco.
A father abducted his son early Thursday morning.
And police say they were first called out about the suspect just before 1 p.m.
ABC 7 crew was actually on the scene when the mother walked out with Kenji.
Oh my God, words can't describe how happy I felt.
Another meeting is needed with the Federal Highway Administration for the Pelicano Widening Project. Executive Director Raymond Tejas informed commissioners that he did meet with the Texas Department of Transportation.
Cruces police continue to investigate this morning what led to a police officer being killed there.
This is the area where police were focusing their investigation yesterday. Police say the incident happened shortly before 5 p.m. on Sunday. Officials believe Hernandez was stabbed by a suspect who had allegedly trespassed onto the property.
Paso Las Cruces communities unite to honor the life of Las Cruces Police Department officer Jonah Hernandez, who was killed in the line of duty on February 11th. Funeral services and processions are scheduled throughout the morning in East El Paso. And Good Morning El Paso's Isabella Martinez joins us live with those details. Isabella.
Now the police-led procession will start here at the Martin Funeral Homes.
And with the funeral services that are taking place today, George Dieter Drive is part of your morning commute. Just be aware this may impact your drive today.
This whole area from this parking lot to the back of the building is the proposed site for the multi-purpose center. City Council will hear again from city architects with an updated presentation that will include takeaways from recent public engagement meetings. However, the fate of the center has sparked controversy for many years now.
Item 3 of 4I mean that I need to give Notes Live a first right of refusal to operate any voter-approved project to include the arena multi-purpose center.
District 3 Rep. Cassandra Hernandez asking the interim director for the city's Economic and International Development Department to define the overlap between the bond-approved multi-purpose center and Notes Live.
A venue like Notes Live coming in with this amphitheater, and if the city constructs a multi-purpose center that you have continuity of operators, it actually is to the benefit of the city so that you're deconflicting different events and you're not competing with a separate operator and being able to do that.
Dakota ISD Superintendent Nate Carmen is on paid administrative leave this morning. Just last month, Carmen announced that he would be leaving his position as here for a superintendent position in Arizona. The decision to place Carmen on paid administrative leave occurred during executive session. This morning, a temporary leader was voted to lead Socorro Independent School District. The SISD Board of Trustees voted to make James Vasquez the new interim superintendent.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
2 board members voted to oppose the appointment of Deputy Superintendent James Vasquez, but at this time it is unknown why.
El Paso District Attorney's $100,000 request was denied by county commissioners on Monday. Bill Hicks requested monetary funds last week to hire outside legal counsel for a lawsuit against Texas's Senate Bill 4, which permits local law enforcement to arrest migrants who cross into Texas illegally.
What are Border Patrol agents telling you about conditions along the border right here in El Paso?
This is, I was just in El Paso December 21st, and what the problem is Eagle Pass gets a lot of attention. That's also in our district. Arizona gets a lot of attention. But here in El Paso, we're a very diverse community. We have a lot of issues of our own. And so one of the things that Border Patrol has told me is there's a lot of folks from organized crime. I'm not saying everyone coming over fits this bill, but there's a lot of people from Venezuela that are part of the Tren de Agua organized crime.
The number of migrants observance right along the border barrier near the border highway continues to number in the thousands.
And good morning, El Paso. Saul Saenz went down there to see those groups for himself.
And we can see that there are very few, a lot fewer migrants who are sleeping out here than we've seen in the days before. These are migrants who have surrendered to Border Patrol. Agents are never far away.
With more victims and their families addressing the Walmart shooter. Among them was Francisco Rodriguez, the father of Javier Amir Rodriguez, the youngest victim of the shooting.
Today is a healing day for our community as we remember the tragic Cielo Vista Walmart shooting that happened 4 years ago.
The victims have gone in their families and they've gone through the trials, and so this is it coincides with that. But we've always wanted to really do just a celebration of life.
39 people were killed in a fire inside a Juarez migrant facility. We're in El Paso's Michael Courier is at the Stanton Bridge.
I am live at that Stanton Bridge at the port of entry, and just beyond the bridge to the right of it is where that facility is. El Diario de Juarez also states the fire began in a facility in the men's area.
We'll go first to Isabella to give us those safety tips we're talking about before we head out this morning. It's important to have that proper eye protection. Good morning.
You shouldn't be able to see anything through the safe solar filter glasses except the sun itself when wearing them outside.
And from our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, the Oregon Mountain Knights are heading to the state championship. Now this is video from our news partners KOAT on Thursday. The Knights took on the Albuquerque Bulldogs in the semifinals. Now during the second quarter, number 12, Yenny Wilson has the ball, passing it to number 33, Brandon Karras, who then scores for the Knights.
Anybody that wants to donate that has a dress, please go to your closet. We're asking everyone to go to their closets. If you have an evening gown that you don't want to wear anymore.
Some Doña Ana Community College students are headed to the Skills USA National Competition. In April, 6 students won gold medals at the state competition, and one team consisted of 23 students who received gold, silver, and bronze medals. The competition prepares students for careers in trade and technical occupations.
Franklin High School's mariachi band students taking the stage along with the songstress for her U.S. tour. And these are photos courtesy of El Paso ISD of that concert that took place at the County Coliseum.
3 fashion technology students from El Paso Community College are waking up winners. Fashion design major Yasmin Atkins received an honorable mention award at the 2024 Fashion Group International for her 2 pieces.
And the first place winner, Daniel Rodriguez, his design was focused on bridal and black tie. He receives a scholarship, an internship, and a job. A 12-foot puppet, 12 feet, depicting a 10-year-old Syrian refugee girl is spreading a story of hope today. Little Amal, the internationally celebrated puppet, is embarking on an epic 6,000-mile journey across the U.S. and even making her way here through El Paso.